ירושלמי מסכת מעשר דף מ"ז אמנם זה נשמע זה בדברים השם זה רגע There's two places where the Rambam brings this halacha of mitzayin al akvarim. That's our sugi here. Mishnah says that you have to make a marker. People shouldn't come to be over and isif and the kever, all the not the Ravai. The first place that is we mentioned before is in Tumas Mes, Pei Ches, Halacha Ches. So the Rambam says like this: Kever animtze metamnum. Halacha Ches kol hamoitzi kever. Halacha Ches Pei Ches. You find the kever oy mes. Oy dover shemetame bo oy min hames. Chayiv l'tzayin olav kedei shlo yiyeh takol l'acheirim. You mechuyev to make a tziyin. It shouldn't be a takola for someone else. U'b'chodesh hamoed is the first mission in Moed Koden. Hoye yoytzim mi bezdin l'tzayin al akvoros. So first there's a din. Everybody is a chiyuv. If you have to takola b'shus harabim, he has to make a tziyin. He has to fix it. Kedei shlo yiyeh takol l'acheirim. Nobody should be niskal in this takola. One of these things is a kever. Chodesh hamoed, said in the Mishnah that the bezdin used to go out to tzayin as adrochim.
Maybe I just have to report it to bezdin. Maybe I don't have to pay. I just have to report it to bezdin.
No. Kol ha-moitzi kever oy mes, v'dover shemetame bo el mes, chayiv l'tzayin olav. He's mechuyev to make he has to make the tziyin kedei shlo yiyeh takol. He has to do it himself. Not them shteit ein mamid al tziyin al gabe tumah el yiyeh oidev shon. This will be a little bit further, not too close. How you have to do it. And then the Rambam says in the same halacha, ve'ein mitzayin al havadois. If it's a vadai kever, you don't have to do it. Sharei, hoy hen yidun l'kol. One second. Sharei yidun l'kol. One second. If it's yidun l'kol, ela asveikis. He's going soda shover by kever v'aschochos v'aprois. He's saying here that this halacha which Rambam says, kol hamoitzi kever imes adov shemetam v'lames. You have to be mitzayin al adrochim. Don't make a mistake and think that it's a vadai, it's a sofig. If it's a sofig, then you have to make a tzin. But if it's a vadai, ain't mitzayin al avadois. Favos, sherei hen yidun l'chol. Everybody knows there's a kever, so you don't have to worry about it. Kever ochel. These are shagay machan kafs kever ochel. You have to make a tzin for kever ochel. What? But even if you don't have, everybody knows. Those lick those kever ochel, those the Rebbe lick those in Yerushalmי, those the George, whatever it is, people know. It's only if it's a suffix. You go inside the shovi by kever, v'schochos v'aprois. Azoi shtei do Rambam. So the Meftech brings a kasha. The kasha from the Meftech. Chaim used to call it the Sefer Meftech. Sefer Meftech. What? Asim. Asim. Das meint Asim. Asim. Das meint. Yeah. Look at us. Kol hamoitzi kever. Fragt astir b'nei Yebei. This is ein kasha. Fragt. So is the masha kostu b'sefer halacha v'im mitzayin al avadois. Kol hamoitzi kever. That's a kever, not a sofik. It's just a kever. Just a kever. You have to make a tzin. And Notam looked at himself. Ein mitzayin al avadois. That's a good kol hamoitzi kever. You have to make on a kever tzin. Looked at the Rambam himself. So is the b'nei Yebei. As fragt the shur kol. Sure. And no them we do steht da, I think we mentioned this yesterday. It's for the Emek Shiloh. Emek Shiloh effect is like the Cholish Hamoyed hoyim mitzayin al akvoros. That's the lashon of that's the lashon of Mishnah, right? Cholish Hamoyed, the bezdin was mitzayin al akvoros. Why didn't it say that moitzi chal hamoyed? The bezdin has to make a tzil. Hoyim mitzayin is mashma. With the Hemi Brocha, mashma is Sishka Chiyuv. Sishka Chiyuv.
Verstehe nicht the kasha. Kalamoitze means he just found it. And
Which
no
guy you
one-
understand?
the first kasha.
The first one.
Kalamoitze means that no one knew it was there and he found it.
He found it, right?
That means it's mit nicht gewiss.
So now he found it.
If
So now it's
if
a vada.
mit gewiss, then he didn't find it.
But-
Find it means no one knew it was there.
And now he found it. But now he knows. But now he knows. The fact you don't have to
No.
make a sin.
No, but it's not a vadai.
Oh no, I think what
If it's
you
a vadai, it's not kalamoitze.
no, he found it. So now it's a vada. Now he found it. So I'm waiting.
But only to him, but not to everybody else.
I think
It's actually it's gefunden. No one knew about it.
I mean, what the will sagen, what you want to say is like this: he found it. How does he find it? He sees it. So once you see it, so it's already it's known.
He discovered it.
Huh? He discovered it.
Known only to him, not
No.
to everybody else.
Just a time.
He's saying like this:
If it's known to everybody else, then he didn't find it. Then,
listen to what his
that was there.
His kasha said, "Aim ma'amid malas fekes," meaning, if you have a suffix here, you have to make it seem. You don't know the nichsh shadish nichsh boikever. It's the sada that they yeah, Mr. Scheisner. Yeah, you have a suffix. You have to make it seem. Maybe there's something here. Be careful.
You call on maybe.
Yeah, maybe. So they have to make it seem. But people know. But people know.
If it's not, then what happens?
Nothing. Oh, the shine be mafsed it's so you have to know what kind of suffix. Oh shit. Well, they fix that kasha. But then he has another kasha. Listen to this. Aim it's a hainu tumi yidua the kulam the sheishon tumi. Oh, the Gemara in Bava Basra. Daf Nun Ches. Keva vada aim it's signing. Rabbano. The Gemara brings the story. Rabbano the sign Marsa Mapela. He went and he made a see him Marsa Mapela. The Gemara says the whole story there. He spoke the talking Eliezer gestanden on the Keva from Abraham Avinu. Then the Marsa Mapela. So fake the Akasha. First is Nozik, fake the Akasha. Daf Nun Dalet, fake Toises. And Mitzayin Alabadois. Marsa Mapela was a Vada. So what do you want to come make a Akasha? He wants to make a Tzion on the Marsa Mapela. It's a Vada. It's a Vada. You don't have to make a Tzion. Fake Tois Akasha.
No, they're
No,
still
people
arguing.
know. People know.
Till the Ramban, they were still arguing where it is.
Where is it? He
Till
found
the
it.
Ramban, it's still today, they're not sure. The Ramban says it's over there in the corner.
Okay.
They say it's over there. It's not.
The building's not there.
Exactly where the camera is. Still they're not sure. But the people, the Ramban said this. People go
This
down
is
by
the
the
Gemara. The
corner.
Gemara says that Mahayim and Beis, Ein Mitzayin Al Abadois. It's like a Gemara. Am Mitzayin Al Asfekes, Sheish Lehem Oyel, Sefachos, on the Sofik yet. Can't put the Rambam. The Rambam says also that on the Vadai not the Sofik yet. So Bazoi, what will Benoi? Why Benoi make and Mosa Mapela? Mosa Mapela, Shenik Odom, Chava, Babaseni, Yedu, Hu Mukaimah. Everybody knows we want some appeals. Elevadai, the lawyer mitzayin mitam taharis lachud, and mashu hu midin Talmud lachud v'tzarachin. I don't know exactly what it means here. The nozik, the aim mitzayin rak al tumas oil, nachadin. It only has to be a tumas oil, not a tumas maga. Sure. But this word here, okay, so this is one thing. This is the one thing in Hilchos Tumas Mes, as that you have to sign all the quorum, which is a suffix, how to do it, the hin and there, kol hamoitzi. That's not a kol, yeah, that's that thing. Our Mishnah, Rama brings our Mishnah, which is similar but not the same. It says, Mi shoyloi neter. This is Perik Tes Halacha Zayin. Mi shoyloi neter. So it's also, these are things that are takolas. These are takolas. You find a takola. So what do you do with this takola? Mi shoyloi neter b'shnas hashmita. Now I'm passing dafke shmita, because shmita is what? It's hefke, otherwise not somebody's a rosha. And he comes now. Shiyad hakol shova, everybody can come take it. Tzorich l'tzaynoi, b'kavotis adoma, k'dei sheyakiru boi, v'lo yochel menu ad sheyivdu. Why are you making a tziyin? It's a vadai. You tell me you only do it on a suffix, so why you have to do it here on a vadai? What's the vadai? It's a suffix. It's a vadai. You tell me in a vadai, darf ich machen kein tziyin. Wus? Nachamol.
There's a
Say
lot
the
of
often in
trees
Mishnah. Say the often in Mishnah that the Moed Katan is only on a suffix. Visa Avadai Mach Mishkan Tzin. You don't make it tzin. By the way, there's a reason why. Just one second. There's two sides to it. Machatzin was going to come. Machatzin. The Gemara is saying where the tzin, what's the tzin, because by others. They didn't want to make tzionim in Eretz Yisrael. Everything you make a tzin with Dol Nishgain, that's of the others. You make your place. You can't use Eretz Yisrael. Eretz Yisrael Nishgain have gewelt.
Don't want to overdo it. Don't want to overdo it.
Don't overdo it. Right. Exactly. Only what you need, not more. It's limited. So if it's a vadai, then you don't have to do it, because then people know it's the stuff and they do it. So if I say, why is our din, our Mishnah, says avadai?
No one knows which one of my trees is what.
You don't know.
But the oil weiß nicht. There's a lot of trees there.
So like this. She had a kol shava. We're talking about in Shvius, right? So everybody knows. You have to say what you're saying, that it's talking to something.
I can't tell how old the tree is. It's 40 or 50 or 60. It could be second year.
You have the Ola, you have the...
No way for me to know.
You have the Ola, and you have the
trees look the
Netter about... Yeah. Oh. But Snuyim... Okay, so let's go back now to the Snuyim. Steht doch in the Mishnah at Snuyim. We have a Mishnah. The Mishnah. At Snuyim, yeah. Let's go back over this Mishnah. Steht doch at Snuyim. The Shvius, you do it, right? We make the scene on Shvius. During the rest of the Shemitah, it's Gezel. Gezel we don't do, right? Sure. Shvius, but Snuyim manichin as hamoyes, boy we call nikum mizah. So we had a big machlokes when we learned this. What is the Snuyim talking about? The Snuyim manichin as hamoyes. They put down the money. The Snuyim is the Elach Yidin, and they say call nikum mizah yeh. This all the G'day the Tzoyis, the Troskri, everybody's busy with this line in the Mishnah. What says that? Snuyim manichas amoyes, v'oimim kol nukim mizeh yeh. It should be spotty, right? So that's in Shvius or not in Shvius? These are the rest of us. If it's in Shvius, there's a problem here because you can't be paid anymore. Once it's in Shvius, it's not yours. You use Zoichem and a Hefke, you can't be paid. So we learned the Mishnah. Steht da in the Mishnah. Go back to the beginning of the page. Atznuim menichin es hamoyes boy mekal anukim mizeh mechula hamoyes. So the plain Moshe says it's talking in menichin es hamoyes mekal anukim mizeh yeh mechula hamoyes yilu. Lefishi yashel levdoisim mechuba. Read, shine. Vikach ayim mekal anukim mizeh yeh mechula hamoyes yilu. Ubishasayu koi levdoisim. It's in his rishus to be paid. So it's not in Shvius, because once it's Shvius, he's like I'm in a half. It's not. You can't be paid anymore. But it's still in your rishus, and he puts down the money. Says you can be paid. But it comes again in the Minafulda. Atznuim hametagdik in alasma kishay yulahem keren revai b'Shvius hoyu. So in Shvius, if you tell me it wasn't Shvius, so it's hefke. Once it's hefke, you can't be paid anymore. So you say that's a loss. So the Bekege fake the kasha, the Bekege fake the kasha. Look at us, and it's Toisus Samachtes, Samachtes. Oh, Baba Kama, very good. Read Toisus. Toisus says.
One second. They say
as Nui Menichin as Hamoyes, Ishvi is Nui became Ravai the Mashma, Kamis the Tanakam. So Loimed, it's Nui in Asha. Shnei Shavua Kaimi. The Kaddish Nuyim is talking Shnei Shavua Kaimi. Why? Because if Shvius is not became Ravai, so you can't be talking in Shvius. The Ashvius keep Hashem Zeichem in a Hefke, like, oh, you can't look out. If you Zeichem in a Hefke, Shvius, the Shabbat said, Elamai, Isaac Toises, we're talking over here, who wasn't in Shvius. Nishvi the Fulda, not like all the other Mepharshim are saying. So the Kirega, and Toises says also it's not talking in Shvius. Sagt der Bekirege an der Goyse Bekirege on the Mishnah. Sagt der Bekirege so. Tois pek berube daf samoter. So the Welt kashe. Chichu dat kan loy mayri b'shvius. We're not talking shvius the Tois. Die b'shvius ki b'shzoch in a hefke. Die zoch in a hefke. Shvius is hefke loy khoyn l'chal. How can you say I'm tzniim and nichin as samoyes? V'ayim you can't look and say you podu. You can't do that. You zoch in a hefke. You have no chil anymore. It's not yours to be. You have to be the original bailim. If he is daiti, I have the gege taking the toises. Yeshleima, that's nuin koyu bein ashvius, bein mishayin yeshua. Toises says has to be talking shayim yeshua. It looks like get have all about it. Ubeshvius, av the zochem in a hefke, even though he's zochem in a hefke, and Toises says you can't be mechal. But the kirege mikol mokim schusu lehem she is chalul zeh. He says, it's not yours, but then I can do it for you. We tell you, Zichel Adam Shloi B'Fonah, B'Loi Chil, Zachel Adam Shloi B'Fonah. Elo, the B'Shara Shonim, like the name of it in Zachel Adam Shloi B'Fonah. It's not on Shviz, so why can't I tell him it's time Zchir? Da Zoiche Gufe, Eine Yochel Chalul, Kivin, B'Loi Kanu. He wasn't going it. If he's not going it, he can't make a Zchir. Something that you can't do, shlichus can't do. So that's the pshat. That's pshat, but that's how we learn pshat here in the Mishnah.
I understand.
You understand?
The Gemara later, Menzayin and days.
Yeah, it goes.
If he does b'shachris, or they touch the erev.
Touch the erev.
Done in the morning before they come to take it.
Okay, that's what she the man does. You have the rishon here. Twice is a rishon. Twice also knows. Or he goes to Adi Yisham. He
mentions it there.
Yeah.
Touch the erev.
Was? Huh? Mama Goya. But I can Amar Rishusay. I can Amar Rishusay. The Gemara is Kasha. Gemara says. But once it's Shvius, it's Hefke. And it's Hefke. Once it's Hefke, you let them Hefke, they learn that that's not yours it's not yours anymore. If it's before it's Hefke, it's yours. I can Amar Rishusay, like Chometz. Chometz is not your Rishusay. Why you buy your oil by Moshe? The Gemara says, I can Amar Rishusay. Above Rishusay, why you chayiv? It's not yours. It's Hefke. I can Amar Rishusay. Taya says, be careful. Taya puts it into your Rishus. But not Mezech when Hefke, that's straight. Okay, a bisschen Gemara, Rabbi says. Look the Gemara weiter. Mem Zayin Amin Aleph, that's what we're holding. So the Gemara says, Tziyin Mekan the Tziyin. Now, if we say, by the way, Rabbi say, if we hold that, we saw yesterday, right, the Shetach the Gemara, Shetach Mekan, the Remez, the Tziyin, and Atoyrim, and Ein, Salach al-Moshe Messina, Gemara in Daf Hey, the Moed Cotton, Tomei Yikra, it's the Akriya from Tziyin, that's Allah Moshe Messinai. And so the Reiser, we shaking going. The going says here it's a Bia Gross says the Reiser. So why is the Rambam not going like that? The Rambam doesn't mention it. The Rambam says only din takola. Medina takola. Kol amoitzi keve. Also din for takola. What do you mean al keve? So the Reiser, you have to make a tin. Also the Reiser. And what's the pshat? It's only a din on a suffix. The Reiser that's something on a suffix. If you say the pshat is the Rambam look, it's only on a suffix, not on a bada. I had seen it at the Reise. And come upon that the Rishiva Gerad, the Torah that is making Svekas. They don't talk about Svekas. So you're telling me over here that the Reise been seeing is talking on a suffix? It's Mashas al Takola. You have to be careful. People shouldn't have a Takola.
Right, and it's no Takola. Huh? Zavadi, there's no Takola.
No, but Nachamol.
Only when it's a Takola.
But you tell me Talach al Moshe Mitzina you have to make. You learn out from Remez, from Sukkim.
Any Takola. The Moich Moshe is that any takala you have to put a tzin to stop the takala. So vaday it's not a takala.
That's a local Moshe. You have to make a tzin. You have to make on a suffix.
On any takala, anything that could be a takala. Now what's a takala?
Yeah.
Vaday is not a takala. Everybody knows that's no takala.
Tell me something. Can Rabbi Mitzayin and Achaz because it's Adoma. Shalom b'chaseh, shakwas b'sid, machav b'shoichud. So this is all takala. All
any takala
goes together.
Any takala, any takala.
Yeah.
I don't know suffix about that. Any takala.
Suffix.
You have to miss that. If it's a takala, there's no takala.
Not mashma from the Gemara. The Gemara says, "When I see him." The Reisim and Atoyrim Minayin that's talking on to measure somebody from the color.
Tommy Yikra is the same thing. Yeah. Look at the guy. Do you know if he's Tommy or not? You don't know. Looks like a normal person.
Yikra means Tommy two types.
He looks like a normal person. You don't know what he is.
One second. There's two types in the Gemara. One way the Gemara touches the Tommy Yikra Pshat. You have to make a tziyin. The tziyin should call out to you and say, "Be careful over here." Do a kever.
Because you don't know. Because you don't know.
What do you mean? You don't
Because if
know?
not for that, you wouldn't know.
The Gemara doesn't say if you don't know. The Gemara says Akev. You have to be careful. It doesn't say a suffix. Suffix here is a
Without the tzion, you wouldn't know. What are we talking about? If without the tzion, you know, then what do you need the tzion
but
for?
you're telling me that
Without the tzion, you wouldn't know.
The problem is like that. You're telling me that the Lachal Mashina is talking about Sveikas.
Like
And
the
the
color.
Torah doesn't talk about Sveikas. The only place where the
Anything that's
Rebbe
the
Gezuk,
color.
the Rebbe Gezuk, that's the idea the Torah makes Sveikas, you know where? By Ben Hashmoshes. Ben Hashmoshes, Sefik Yoim, Sefik Leider. I Torah makes Sveikas. You can design. Yeah? But the Rebbe Pshat, Sadin Sefik. Sadin Sefik.
It's about the suffix.
Yeah, it's about Sefik.
We're in Torah to see
Yeah, that's the one. That's the look. That's Sadin Sefik. What?
We're in Torah to see Benesh Moshe.
What?
We're in Torah to see Benesh Moshe.
The Gemara says that, but talk by Zovah Ketana, Zovah Gedol, you have to bring Kabbonis. That's the Gemara Shabbos. Safik Yom, Safik Laila. Right? Chobeis. Yeah, right. So what steht dort the Gemara?
Okay.
I was mentioning the film. Rashi says like this: there was a Safik Yom Beis. She saw the ganze Ben Hashmoshes. On the Tuesday, she saw again ganze Ben Hashmoshes. The Safik Yom is the Safik that she's Vada Tomei. It's not a Safik. Why? Because if she saw the whole Ben Hashmoshes, so whatever is Ben Hashmoshes Yom or is Laila, so she saw two Riyas. Other places. Other Rashi. She saw Tavada. So fake Tyson, it can't be. It's a monoshow. You're telling me that the Monday, the Ben Hashmoshes has a din be Sunday, because it's Safik Yom, maybe it's still Sunday. So Tuesday has to be the same thing. Has to be it's only Monday. So where do you have the Safik that I is? You know there should be a Vada, there should be a Zav. There has to be three. It can only be two. How do you have three? Well, according to Rashi, Bishlam Lo Tyson, so it's Tchilas Yom, and so it's Safik Yom. That's what it is. So I said up Pshat. If you look in Rashi in Shabbos, Rashi says over there the Zichas Hashemesh. She saw the Zichas Hashemesh. Ben Hashmos means Zichas. What means Zichas Hashemesh? How is it possible that the Ben Hashmos of Sunday could, the Ben Hashmos of Monday could have din of Sunday, and Tuesday could have din of Wednesday? How's that possible? You know how it's possible? It depends on the Shemesh. The din of Yom V'Layla is not totally in the same. It's not the same time every day. If you see the sun, you see the rays of the sun, that makes the din that the Yom is not here anymore. When you don't see the sun, so now if it's cloudy day, has a different din than if it's not cloudy. Because it goes according to the real life. So I said this over once to...
Screw up, no?
I said this once to the Mayor Salvation. This is Pshat. So he told me what the Rashiva says. Guns good. You know, the Rashiva is the maximum compliment you got.
Sounds good. That's it.
And if you didn't know, Mr. Ferris, if you didn't know, so auch nicht ungeschehen. So it's kannst können besser. That was the two levels. Okay, dann mal Stück Gemara besser. Stück Gemara. Das ist eine heilige Gemara. Motze Eben Achas mit Ziyanis. And in seinen Tab, he finds one stone. Af Bishem Mekayim min a mile oleo is Tomei. Why? One stone, as we said yesterday, because under the stone has to be Ani Oimim Mas. Why is there one stone here? Why put one stone? Because it has to be underneath it. There's a mess. If there's two stones, then we say that the tomb is in between the two stones. If he makes the cherisha in between the stones, he plows it. It has it in like that, as if there was one stone. In between we say it's toy. What's the name toy? Sagt the Pei Moshe, Mekan, let's see, and claim it. The sign shall sit. We put this, the cement, to Shevach Shama Gabay Kaka, we like say, we born it's Matzeva, don't say Matzeva, it means it's Tzion. Interessant, he's Mechalako between a Tzion and a Matzeva. Motze Eben Achas Mitzianis, if he found one stone Mitzianis, meaning it was only one, Besich Al Gaba, Afa Pishem Mekayim in Kensh, and Oisn Katkil Eben Lesimin, you don't make an Eben Lesimin. But for das wegen, you say what underneath it is Tomei. Hamayel oleh Tomei. Why? Kein sag loim. Kein hu beveik aglo rufe. Beveik kam the moed cotton. The fish ani oime mez comes in a small mez. Hosem goddess comes in. Hainu ha kloime shetume kemutze v'tumua tarter. The small tumah. Yeah, if I got shein ois and tziyin, I'm okay. Even though you're not supposed to do it because then it's too late. You hit the tziyin, you're ready to tomei. You have to make it before. Hainu im ois nois apnei asoda. That's in the field. Ava be'even shu gavoy min hakaka. It's a little bit higher than the karka. V'royes atzion. So you don't have to be afraid when you hit the tzin. You're ready to tell me miyad koyim shepiveva because you see in the distance that there's a tzin here, so you can be careful. Ain't kam mishun hefset ha'aris. Chashin Hashem nosen evan hagabe tumah v'tzaynale. Oy shtayim aleim tov. With the two stones. The talina mishum tumah shehu beinayim. The tumah is in between the stones. Osa simin, and that's why he made his two signs on the side. If he's plowing, he plowed in between the stones. Because if it's plowed there, if the sid, how do you plow it? You can't plow it. They said the sid was on top of the stones. Because he's plowing that stuk of kaka in between these two stones. The machmas hachodesh who sheniklav min ha'avonim v'nofel sham b'neim lo yebineim tumah u'bineim toib is the same toib. They say around it is tumah, but in b'neim is mutar. Is the gas choras, not chorash, choras b'neim shehu eid ein zer tzion la'moket sheb'neim el binyan the tumah v'tzayin v'sid. He sees that it made the market that it's not a tzion. So look them out folder. Simen mikan letzion shematzayin b'sid l'simen cement. Milok sim matzevas even elo shel tzion. Tzion means the cement. Af b'shem mikayim mikayin shemamid not tzion al gabi tumah. You don't make the tzion on top of the tumah. Afiloch ichashin Hashem mes nosen tachtav. Maybe it's underneath. Hoyu ve'even guvoyim mi al ha'oret reyeyu. He's not choshev. He's going to get to the tzion right away. He's tumah. Why? Because he sees it from the distance. Lechashinon lehefset ha'aris. The dafke hechad the mitzayin al gabi karka. If it's on the ground level, in other words, they had this tziyun which was level with the ground, not standing up so you could see it. It's a mean not seeing al gabi tumah. Mashen ken kam with a hechad the ground, you could see it. Or yishtaim the mishum tumah shebetayim oset tziyon. He made it because there was tumah in between the stones. V'lo yishavonam asen nosen tumah tachteim. No, in between the stones. Hoy chosh b'intayim. She saw the shenichesh b'intayim. This was not in the basic words, obviously. So there was a cherisha. V'lo nimtze b'tameh. V'shemoytze achakach. Sheish k'zay sholem shlo nisachel. You find a stick from the mess. Nimtze b'tameh l'freya. V'lo yishem tzimah hoy nishma. Look at that, Sarila. Even achas mitziyanes. Sheyei sid al gabu. One stone would sit on top. And that's the raya that there's a mess here. There's tumah. Afi shem mekayim mekayim mishum the ema midat tziyin. Agabu tumah kidliyel. V'peikam d'shkolim menachti. Hoyishtayim. The mina shem mitziyah l'kedakan sherichiku hatziyim al gabe ha-tumah u'b'neim tomeh. Hoyichosh b'intayim. Ichsis lo tumah. V'havi kevish inichash. They call it kevish inichash. That has din of a base of pras. When it's disturbed, the cement, if he plowed it, and the that we see that the stone came down because of the plowing. That's why the cement fell down. Because it is plowing and because it is the vibration, underneath is the kasha that this is a ganze sugi nozer. The kashas are over here. It says sofi tum b'shusarab, sofi tum b'sham shevitos. They say basic quarters is andash because the muchzik b'tumah. Okay, I get in Shabbos.
From the ganze kibitz tzadikim and metam. So why do you make such a big tziyun? Look, der tzadik, der Rebbe is metam. So listen, der Rebbe is metam.
And you should see it first, about so you say we should.
Yeah, that also. I'm saying.
What's the lesson, huh? The very main,
what? Yeah, why do you have to make it at all? But if you're making it ready,
that's what
der Rebbe is metam.
That's what the Rebbe geshim the Torah. Doesn't geshim the Torah.
So listen, der Rebbe is metam.